The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by...
Hello, hello, and hello. I am Brix Bentley. Let's get this game going. And this is going to be an exciting game. We have the 96 overall Panthers going against the 94 overall Atlanta Falcons as Michael Bush to the outside. Michael Bush is Reggie Bush, excuse me, with the kick return. Wow, that is Reggie Bush's first time running the kickback since he's been playing for the Atlanta Falcons. A privilege to witness this here. Reggie Bush. Man, look at this spin move he puts on this guy. Boom, and he just sheds that tackle. And Reggie Bush with that speed, nobody's going to catch Reggie Bush once he gets out in front. I simulated this game a little bit earlier just to test it out to see if it was worthy of airing it, checking out the competition levels, and this is a good game, guys. These teams match up very well. Even with the new rosters, the Atlanta Falcons and the Panthers are still one of the best matchups to watch. These teams go at it, and you never know who's going to win. Reggie Bush right now putting his team out in front early. Extra point is good. Good job by the Atlanta Falcons. Let's move along. Christian McCaffrey usually is the kick returner for the Panthers. And this time it's going to be Ted Ginn. That's right, people. Ted Ginn spinning out. Ted Ginn trying to mimic Reggie Bush and not able to do so at the moment as I try to get better situated. There goes Cam Newton, guy. You know what he does. Cam Newton, a strong arm quarterback, very tough to take down. Elusive in the open field, strong in the trenches. Cam Newton is one heck of an athlete at the quarterback position. And they're going to line up in a heavy shotgun formation. The heavy Panther. More than likely going to hand it off, and there they go. Handing it off to Jonathan Stewart. Nice play by Cam Newton. Man, I couldn't wait to get back to this game and broadcast another game. I've been thinking about it since I went to sleep, waking up, and I'm excited. It's not I've been up for a little bit, but I'm excited to be here again. I love doing this. And, oh no, there goes the interception, and there goes Robert Alford in front, in the end zone, touchdown. And right now, the Atlanta Falcons have a 2-touchdown advantage, and their offense has not even touched the field, people. Wow. Deion Sanders, if the camera gets him, didn't even need to help on that. Usually it's Deion Sanders doing this, but Robert Alford. Man, that Atlanta Falcons secondary is fire. We're going to talk about them more later. Robert Alford stepping in front of what appeared to be Steve Smith. And let's see if the Panthers can block this extra point. They will not block the extra point. Wow. Solid start for these guys. Kicking it off. And here goes Ted Ginn Jr. again. Ted Ginn Jr. And he's going to be stopped. Cam Newton starting off poorly. Wow. These teams are so tightly matched. Giving up a 2-touchdown lead is not good, man, for the Panthers. Let's see. What can the Panthers do? They're going to have to make some things happen. Out of the full Panther pistol formation, Cam Newton looking to hand the ball off. Okay. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Jonathan Stewart he's a good back. He's sneaky good. All right. As we look at the whole offense, they have a solid offensive line. And there goes your guy, Jonathan Stewart. D'Angelo Williams is going to spell Jonathan Stewart. We brought him back. We got Steve Smith, and we have Brandon LaFell, guys. Yes, this is the old Panthers team, and when you plug in all these guys, man, as I said earlier, 96 overall. These guys are such a well-balanced team. And Michael Tolbert right there at fullback. Everybody remembers him. Okay, down the field. It's Steve Smith diving, not able to come up with that catch. That time, Cam Newton trying to go to his guy Steve Smith down the field. Steve Smith unfortunately can't make that catch. And here goes the Atlanta Falcons defensive line. Fast. Dwight Freeney with the honorary entry into this game. He played with the Falcons for a brief stint, if I'm not mistaken, towards the end of his career. And, of course, you see Deion Sanders right there. Prime time. Prime time looking to shut down Steve Smith. So far, Prime time has won. 1 Prime, 0 Steve Smith. 3rd and 10. And they're going to just do the draw, and they're going to give it to their third down back, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is elite out of the backfield, guys. That's right, elite. Playing in this game with Hall of Famers and All-Stars, Christian McCaffrey, when he does what he does, he is second to none. And they're going to punt the ball now to the waiting Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders all alone. And what a punt. Whoa. Michael Vick getting to touch the field for the first time, and he has to feel great. No pressure whatsoever on Michael Vick. How will he handle this situation? Is he going to be overly comfortable? Is he going to make a mistake? Or is he going to be is going to be confident and he's going to move the ball down the field and add to this lead? All right, from the 20, Michael Vick, a little audible. Giving the ball to Barry. Barry Sanders is going to be stopped in the backfield. That was Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson, an athlete indeed, has always been a stud throughout his whole career. Falcons right now, -2 total offense with a 2-touchdown lead. And they're going to set up the screen. There's Bush trying to get out the backfield. Nope. Got caught in traffic. Starler Tulele said, okay, I'll take that. Shutting it down. From the 7 now. 3rd and 23. Julio Jones is going to line up in a slot on this play. And he's going to loop around and hit Michael Vick rolling out Julio Jones' way. No, he's not. Is he going to throw it? He's going to toss it down the field to Julio. Julio coming up with the big catch. But he was not even in bounds. And there's a flag. So all of that for nothing. Michael Vick crossed the line of scrimmage. Ouch. They're going to bring this back, and that's a loss of downs. This is going to be a tough punting situation for the Falcons. The Falcons really appreciating that fast start they got, because as we see, the Panthers defense is living up to their hype in their name. Punting after the -3 and out. And Ted Ginn with, okay. That time Ted Ginn all alone got what he could. Sir Newton stepping onto the field. Would love to see him and Steve Smith get going. Steve Smith is a firecracker. And Cam Newton now, out of the single back formation, looking to get things going. See Ed Dixon, Ed Dixon in motion. They're going to fake it to Jonathan Stewart. Good play. Nice play along the sidelines. I haven't even spoke about Greg Olsen. I wanted to talk about all the greats they're bringing back. Greg Olsen is a great that has never left. Greg Olsen is Cam Newton's #1 target. And right now, Steve Smith is going to be in the slot closest to Cam. And he's going to run a little zig route. And they're going to throw the ball down the field. They tried to get the ball on the wheel route. It looked like they ran that wheel route. That was Ted Ginn. And Didn't have enough separation there, but the defender wasn't looking. That could have been a nice completion. There goes Newton, and Newton gets Dixon, and this is a flag on the play. That looks to be in the area of pass interference. If that's the case, the Panthers probably going to turn down this penalty. Yeah. And that's Deion Sanders that time getting called for pass interference. Deion Sanders certainly, that doesn't happen often, but that time Deion Sanders falling the victim of the play call, getting him caught in traffic. And Newton again to the flat. Nice little screen. LaFell with space, and he's going to get an easy gain up to the 8-yard line. And the Panthers right now feeding off of their defense coming out. Man, that defense was able to get on the field finally and set the tone. Having that negative series. And that the Panthers now coming on the field after that and acting as if those two missed hazard touchdowns by the Falcons didn't even happen. They have all the confidence in the world right now. Looking to score first and goal. Let's see. Can't even stepping up. Is he going to run? No, he's going to throw it. Oh! Almost picked off by Deion Sanders. That is a dangerous area. They are so blessed that Deion Sanders did not hold on to that ball. That would have been a touchdown, guys. Deion Sanders came flying out of the secondary. Oh. When you're throwing in Deion Sanders' vicinity, man, you just have to be mindful of his burst and his acceleration. Cam Newton not used to that. He was not anticipating Deion Sanders flying up like that. From the shotgun ace formation, and they're going to hand it off. Jonathan Stewart tackled in the backfield, and they're going backwards. I don't know, maybe they got a little spooked on that last play. Running the ball now. And this is a long 3rd and goal situation. They got to pass the ball here. Cam Newton's going to line up in the slot again. I'm sorry, not Cam Newton, Steve Smith, with a lot of room to operate. Are they going to go? No, they are not going to go to Steve Smith. Steve Smith was attempting that corner route. He had a lot of space there, but Cam Newton did not get enough time as the Falcons sent that blitz. Man, that looked like Cam Newton had something to go if he was going to go to that corner route. Yes, he could have thrown that in there if he wanted to. Steve Smith, certainly capable. But Cam Newton, they're going to have to settle for the field goal here. I just want to get another look. Yeah, man, unfortunate, man. They sent the blitz. They did not pick the blitz up. They did the play fake. But Christian McCaffrey picked up one of those guys coming down the inside. But as you look at Steve Smith breaking, and Steve Smith, he was going to have all this room to run away from Deion Sanders. And in that short area, Steve Smith was certainly going to get the opportunity to make a play. Great play design, but they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. Unless they fake it, let's see. It would be a very bold move to fake it right here. The odds are against them. And they're going to go with the easy 3 points. Bend but don't break. That's a drive goal. That drive goal is complete. Yeah, they survived that surge. That's actually, that's a win for the Falcons because that's the first time Panthers offense got to take the field after their defense, and they came out with so much momentum, and they were able to survive that surge. Reggie Bush trying to cause trouble again on the kick return. Wow, so after 2 returns, Reggie Bush already averages 64 yards per return. That's impressive. And this Atlanta Falcons defense will get another crack at it. After feeling the energy and the intentions of the Panthers defense on that last possession, let's see what they can do. They take the field with negative 13 total yards, negative 2 rushing, negative 11 passing. Can they change that now? And it looks like they are not going to change it. They are going to continue to go backwards. Adding to that negative 11, that is an 8-yard loss. They are now negative 19 in the passing. This Panthers defense is off to a great start. And if they can keep this up, that Panthers offense is going to have plenty of time to figure things out. Charles Johnson. Wow. Good play by Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson, a very solid defensive end. We haven't, as you saw Julius Peppers pursuing. Yeah, they haven't had a chance to talk about the Panthers defense. And they're going to set up that screen to Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush with the juke. Reggie Bush, clutch. That was huge. That was very huge. Now they're setting up a very manageable 3rd and 6. Jelani Walker in the slot, flexed off the line of scrimmage. And they go to Jelani Walker in the seam, and Jelani Walker has the catch. Jelani Walker is very reliable, always holding on to the ball. He makes this team very difficult to beat. And Jelani Walker is probably going to be moved to another team because this team has so much firepower. Sometimes Jelani Walker, I feel like, you know what, he could go somewhere else. But he really, in spite of all the guy Julio Jones and Barry Sanders, Jelani Walker really leaves his mark. Barry Sanders getting caught in traffic. That time, Star Lotulelei causing that trouble, not budging, pushing his man back and getting in the way of Barry Sanders. And that was Alex Mack that you saw. He got beat on that play, but Alex Mack is a pretty good center. Julio Jones and Reggie Bush, very deadly in the passing game. And Barry Sanders is very elusive, the most elusive running back to ever play the game. As he looks to wreak havoc on this Panthers defense. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to have space, and he's going to almost spin away. That time he was in traffic a bit. It was a little tight there. Didn't have all the space to get out of there. Barry Sanders almost getting out of there. Mike Mitchell is he's a very good safety when it comes to coming up and making a tackle. That's what Mike Mitchell has done throughout his career. A lot of people probably don't know this, but Michael Mitchell, he played for the Panthers. And he plays for the Steelers now. But right now I have him on the Panthers. I tried to make this team as much as like what they were back in the day. Barry with the juke. Barry with the spin. Stumbling forward. Barry Sanders putting on some moves. That's what he does, guys. You can have him in the backfield dead to rights, and he will still get out of your way. And he will get moving forward. 6-yard gain. Barry Sanders being able to create some positive gains here for the Falcons. Vic faking to Barry now. And Vic is going to step up. Vic is going to slide down, and he will take that. 9-yard gain for Vic. Already after 26, they're moving fast. That big play to Jelani Walker really helped them out. And here goes the stretch play to Barry. And Barry trying to get outside, can't. That pursuit. Thomas Davis coming all the way from the weak side that time. He traveled a long distance to make that play. Thomas Davis, one of the fastest linebackers in the NFL. Wow, and the play side linebacker that time, Shaq Thompson, stringing that play out, and Thomas Davis needing little time to get there. You string that play out. Thomas Davis is good for the pursuit. All right. So Reggie Bush is going to step into the game, and he is going to leave the backfield looking for a pass. But Vic says, I will take this, and he's going to spin. He's going to juke. Michael Vick. Wow, that looked like a touchdown for a second. That last move, he was going to get into the end zone if he would have got past Captain Merlin on that play. Nice move, right up the middle. Nice run, Michael Vick. Man, Captain Merlin able to get his arms around him and bring him down. Man, it's Thomas Davis getting off of the Julio Jones block. You expect that from Thomas Davis. All right, now from the 10-yard line after the 16-yard run. Michael Vick. And he's going to keep it. And Julius Peppers. That time Julius Peppers contained the run and the option. He contained Barry on that play. He made him. Wow, look, what a play. What a solid play by Julius Peppers. There was nothing they could do. Julius Peppers was just all over that. Very aware, very headsy play by Julius Peppers. Michael Vick gasping for air, and he is going to keep it again. And Michael Vick is going to be stopped for a loss. Wow. Kurt Coleman. And I haven't mentioned Luke Kuechly's name, guys. Luke Kuechly is a monster. This defensive unit, Luke Kuechly right there, he was ready. Luke Kuechly was ready, but the defense as a unit, they're playing so well. Luke Kuechly hasn't had to take over the tackling duties, which I often see. Luke Kuechly will wreak havoc. He will destroy a game. All right, and the clock ticks down 2-1, and we're going to go into the second quarter. Man, that kick return by Reggie Bush was something to see. And this is what they're resting on, man. Both defenses up to this point have been good, but the Falcons are looking to put a touchdown in the end zone with their offense. Man, let's see. Hopefully the Panthers. I mean, I'm gonna stay neutral, but hopefully if the Panthers can stop the Falcons here, man, that'd be really good for them. That'd be good because they'll continue to give their offense some time. Let's see, on this 3rd and goal, it's a long goal situation, and that is not going to go for a touchdown. He'll be tackled at the 11. That was Luke Kuechly on the tackle. That's his 2nd tackle, actually. So there goes the kicking unit, and this is going to be an easy chip shot if it's not blocked. And they are not going to try to block it. Alrighty. And they're back to a 14-point lead. Panthers need 2 touchdowns. Kicking the ball off. Who's going to take it? Okay, Christian McCaffrey will take a knee. If they can get Christian McCaffrey going in the passing game, that will certainly work in their favor. All right. This is a good unit, man. They're certainly capable of moving down the field. Steve Smith is going to be followed by Deion Sanders. And that's not always an easy task. Steve Smith is up to the challenge, though. As Deion Sanders comes up, at the bottom of the screen, they're in a press situation, and they're going to Sanders belling out, and he's going to hit the spell. All right. Cam Newton looking good, completing 50% of his passes at this point. That was a nice completion right there, though. And they're going to line up in a wing pair, 3 tight ends to the left. And they're going to run a counter from the strong side, and that's going to be stopped in the backfield. Jonathan Stewart. Dontari Poe. All right. Out of the weak eye. They're going to run it again. And Jonathan Stewart with some room outside. Jonathan Stewart shedding a tackle, shedding 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Jonathan stumbling forward. Wow. Nice run. Claiborne finally able to bring him down. Man, he's like a bowling ball. He lowers that shoulder, and he is a strong and difficult tackle. He fought off some tough guys there. Those weren't cornerbacks and safeties. And, I mean, it was the strong safety, but that was the strong. Okay, well, that was the cornerback. But then he, I guess I had it wrong. That was Marcus Trufant. That's not, it wasn't one of their linebackers, but Keanu Neal. Good run. Good run. I'm over here microanalyzing that run. That was a good run. I'm not going to take that away from Jonathan Stewart. And he looks a little winded after that run. They have D'Angelo Williams waiting in case he wants to come out. And they're going to run again to Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to have dart up. Great cut up right there. Very decisive run right there. And this running game is going. That's what these guys want to do is, as you see, you're not going to come out here and not run the ball in spite of their deficit. It's early in the game. This is a running team. All of this is setting up the play action. And D'Angelo Williams now in the game. Let's see if they give it to him. And they will. And D'Angelo Williams, he's going to continue the trend. Nice little 4-yard run. He doesn't break tackles like Jonathan Stewart, but he could definitely put a move on you. And they're going to fake it to D'Angelo Williams. Cam Newton roll it out, delivering. Oh! Deion Sanders that time. His third pass deflection on Steve Smith. Steve Smith looked like he got ahead of him for a second there. But Deion Sanders says no. Deion Sanders is playing. He's having a good game. That's his second drop. It feels like Deion Sanders is eventually going to come up with a catch. And Steve Smith is in the slot, guys. And Steve Smith, they're going to do that wheel route. Same thing that the Falcons did earlier. And Newton breaking out of the tackle. I need to stop saying these guys' names. I just need to call the game, right? Man, they did the same play that we saw the Falcons do earlier. They did that wheel route on third down, where the Falcons sent Julio Jones up the sideline. But Julio Jones, he made the great catch, but he ended up being out of bounds. And it was I believe Vic had crossed the line of scrimmage. That time, Cam Newton crossed the line of scrimmage too, and he also crossed the first down marker. This is a nice run. Deion Sanders, no match for Cam Newton in the open field. Nice play from the 16. Cam Newton surveying the field, stepping up again. This is where he's at his best. Muscling forward to the 6. Is that first down? Yes, that is first down. All right, from the bunch ace formation, they have 2 tight ends stacked up in that bunch. Dixon going to go in motion. Greg Olsen is not in the game. And he's in for the touchdown. Nice play call. Nice play call right there. Motion, strong zone. And he was able to find his way in there. This offensive line, again, like I said, they're not the 95 Cowboys, but the Panthers made sure that they had a solid unit. They're playing with a B+ offensive line right now, and that B+ is paying dividends in the running game. That time, tons of rushing yards right there, right, guys? They had some intentions to pass the ball, but Cam Newton decided to tuck it. So the Panthers right now are doing very good in the running category, and that's how it usually is with these guys. Cam Newton, always enthusiastic, always encouraging his teammates. And let's see what the Falcons can do. Their offense has not done what the Panthers' offense has done, and that is score a touchdown. Let's see what they can do. Josh Norman is lined up across from Julio Jones. Josh Norman, he's good, but Julio Jones has the speed to beat him deep. And Vic missing that pass in the flat, there was nothing there. They blitzed and they covered everything at the same time. Great defensive play. This Panthers defense is looking very good. And they're going to give the ball to Sanders. Sanders darting up the middle, stumbling forward. Luke Kuechly trying to strip the ball. First down. And they're going to run a stretch play. Luke Kuechly in pursuit, but Shaq Thompson, the play side linebacker, says, "Don't worry, guys, I've got this." Vic surveying the field. They're in the zone. And he's going to have to scramble. And he's going to throw across this field. Julio Jones diving. And that's incomplete. That was going to be a small gain anyway. It would have been a nice play there. It's complete. Michael Vick, a little desperate there. Julio Jones is at the top of the screen, guys. Josh Norman playing defense on him. They're going to run zone, and they're going to dump it down to the flat. Reggie Bush, nowhere to run. And they're going to punt this ball again. And the Panthers have an opportunity to tie the game. Let's see if they do that. Ted Ginn is back to return. And there will be a bounce, and there will be a touchback. So the last drive, Cam Newton really couldn't find anybody open. He tried to get it to his guy Steve Smith, and that's been dangerous. Deion Sanders has been on top of that. Deion Sanders has dropped 2 interception opportunities. So will they just continue to run the ball? And they will do it on first down, and Stewart will be stopped in the backfield. Keanu Neal playing in the box that time. And the Panthers, how long will they be able to continue to run the ball up and down the field on this team? And they're going to run the ball again. And Stewart is going to fumble, and the Falcons will recover. A big hit put on Jonathan Stewart that play. That was Duke Riley. Duke Riley, wham. A huge hit by Duke Riley. He made that play happen. And the Falcons now getting help from their defense. And they could do something with this type of field position. Quick release. And Julio will be brought down by Josh Norman. And that was his first catch. Look at Luke Kuechly do his thing, man. That's his second tackle for a loss. He came flying up. Boom. Both of the linebackers, Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly, that time, they read that running play very quickly. Luke Kuechly not getting blocked. Julio Jones is in the slot yet again. And he's going to get a good release. And they're going to just dump it down to Bush. Bush not able to do anything. Luke Kuechly making the short tackle. And again, guys, I mean, good. It's very good that the Falcons were able to get that turnover, because this offense is being stuffed by the Panthers' defense. The Falcons were able to move the ball up the field on them one time, and they got stopped in the red zone. Actually, did they even get in the red zone? They got stopped last time they kicked the field goal. This time they're stopped again, in spite of having great field position. The Falcons are holding on to a 10-point lead. Panthers turned the ball over, and Cam Newton, he's thrown some questionable balls. I mean, you can understand him trying to get the ball to Steve Smith, but yeah, I guess giving Steve Smith 50-50 opportunities. Deion Sanders, though, he's dropped 2 interceptions. And you have to wonder, is Cam Newton going to continue to try to go there? Jonathan Stewart is averaging 3.8 yards per carry. They've had a steady running game. Cam Newton, with his scrambles, he's contributed largely as well. But Jonathan Stewart, he had a nice run, and he's been breaking tackles. He's been doing good. So they certainly don't want to get away from the run game at this point, and they are going to continue that. And Jonathan Stewart is going to get stopped again. Duke Riley with his third tackle, having a good game. Cam Newton. They're going to set up the screen. And Stewart has it. And they're going to get the easy first down. And he is going to stiff arm and go down at the 49. All right, this is the wing tight out of the gun. 3 tight ends. And they're going to dump it down to Dixon. Good play call right there. They want to get Cam Newton in the rhythm. Passing the ball. That's a good way to do it. I tell you, if they were running man coverage on that play, they definitely want to go to. They were going to go to Steve Smith on the slant. They are not going to shy away from trying to get Steve Smith the ball. And Jonathan Stewart with space. Keanu Neal that time beating the blocker. 3rd and inches. That looked like an easy first down. Great play by Keanu Neal. Okay, that's a 2-minute warning. And this game is pretty good. You know, aside from the mistakes, the Panthers have actually, I'd say they've been slightly more dominant than the Falcons for sure. They've been able to move the ball. They've been able to stop the Falcons. They have showed why they are the 96 overall team in this game. They need an inch now, literally an inch, and they're going to get it. And Dixon is going to be tackled by 2 guys. Held onto the ball, and from the 37, this drive will continue. Ted Ginn is in the slot. There goes Greg Olsen. I was just going to say, oh no, he fumbled, and they're going to fall on top of it. Wow. That's a second fumble for the Panthers. That was Duke Riley. Duke Riley is putting on some hits, guys. I mean, his hit power is in the 80s. He's not the biggest thumper in the world, but he's getting it done. He's a fast guy. When you're fast and you have hit power and you have some weight on you, that all adds up. All right, and Stewart with the easy first down. Nice play design right there. And he's doing pretty good overall. He's very steady. And it's working. That's generally the kind of game that Stewart has. That's when Stewart's having a good game. This is what it looks like. From the 23. Oh, good play. Panthers have to pass now. They don't have much of a choice. They're going to play action fake. Down the field, intercepted. Deion Sanders that time holding on. Deion Sanders breaking out. Brix shedding the tackle. Wow, Deion Sanders that time he held on. He was not going to drop his 4th. Or his 3rd, I'm sorry. He's deflected 3. He's dropped 2. And that time in man coverage. Wow, he stepped in front of that. Cam Newton continuing to try Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders is showing him why you don't try him. And the Falcons are going to have time now to score some points. 3 timeouts from their own 26. Let's see where they go with this ball. Oh, is that picked off by Josh Norman? It is. Wow, Josh Norman, wow. So we just saw two of the best in the business do what they do. Josh Norman, he excels in zone coverage. He's good in man coverage too. We have to give him that, yes. But he really is, if we're going to put him on the all-time scale, he certainly ranks up there amongst the best when it comes to zone coverage. In that time, he comes off with the pick right after Deion Sanders making that interception playing press man. So we're being blessed right now with great cornerback play. Cam Newton will take another crack at it. Can he beat this secondary? Cam Newton nowhere to go, and he's getting chased down. That time, Vic Beasley, man, on the edge, the linebacker coming down to play defensive end in the nickel package. Nowhere to run. He was being chased by Dwight Freeney. This is a tough team to pass against, man. They have fast guys on the edge, and they have phenomenal DBs. Cam Newton, again, looking, he has to throw this ball away. 3rd and 24. Cam Newton. Are they going to play it smart here? Or are they going to push the ball down the field? As we look at Ginn in the slot. I mean, Newton has the arm strength to throw this down. Okay, and they are going to throw it. Quick drop, though. And they're just going to settle for that little check down. I can live with that. Ted Ginn Jr. certainly is capable of taking a quick pass like that down the field, but that time he is tackled. Deion Sanders now, he's going to get a chance to return this. Depending on how they're going to kick it high. Is he going to return it? No, it's going to go out of bounds. Wow. That made sense. And more than likely, he's just going to run the clock out. Reggie Bush that time in for the Falcons. And shedding the tackle, and that's the end of the first half, guys. So the Falcons able to hold on to that lead that they were granted early on. And the Panthers, man, they have showed why they are ranked 96 overall. But again, the Falcons aren't that bad either. The Falcons with the takeaways able to hold on to this lead, but the Panthers have been dominant, guys. They have looked better, but they have not been able to run away with this game, or at least surge back. We look at that kick return. That was the opening kickoff that Reggie Bush took, and then on the next possession for the Panthers, Cam Newton throwing an interception to Robert Alford, and they were spotted a 14-point lead early without their offense even touching the field. The Panthers would kick a field goal, and then they would move down the field, and there were a lot of running plays on that drive. And here goes Jonathan Stewart again, and I remember this drive. This was a nice drive that they had going, but this drive would ultimately stall out. As we look at Deion Sanders in man coverage, that time Steve Smith probably should have fought back for that ball. Deion Sanders playing phenomenal, and they've been able to hold on to that lead. The Panthers, man, they've been able to score on offense. As we looked at the yardage, they have an advantage in every statistical category except for takeaways. There goes D'Angelo Williams. He only got one chance to carry the ball. Let's see if they do a lot of running on this drive. See if he can get more chances. Looking to audible, and they're going to give it to Stewart. Nice play. They're winning the battle in the trenches. And they're going to do the run play again. And Stewart fighting forward. Bouncing off of tacklers. You know, Stewart right now, strength is winning in the running game. The Panthers, Barry Sanders, he's been shut down. But Stewart with a stronger back, he's been shedding tacklers all day. They're going to fake it to Stewart, and he's going to take off. Spinning. Nice play. Good open field tackle. But better run. First down. Newton, he's elusive, but he's not as nimble as Michael Vick. Deion Jones that time. Great tackle, man. Play fake again, and Newton's going to take off again. In all the space in the world, Newton finally being brought down, and I expect this. They do a lot of man coverage. So Newton, he says, the heck with throwing interceptions to Deion Sanders. I'm just going to get these first downs on my own, and I'm going to make Deion Sanders come and tackle me. Deion Sanders fortunate at that time to have help. We saw earlier Newton ran through a Deion Sanders tackle. It doesn't even matter. That was a huge game. They're at the 30-yard line now. Newton looking tired. Can he keep this up? And they're going to give him a break. And Stewart spinning. Wow. Excellence. 7-yard gain. They are coming back, people. They're coming back. Lining up in this tray open formation. Newton appears to have caught his breath. And they're going to give it to Stewart again. Stewart, stiff arming. From the 16. Stewart with a very consistent pounding out game. He's pounding these yards out. That's what I wanted to say. He's just too physical for this Falcons defense. And here we have D'Angelo Williams. Will we get a chance to witness his second carry? They're going to fake it. And Newton taking off again. Newton muscling his way forward, but that time two defenders are stronger than one quarterback. Even if it's Cam Newton. 2nd and 2. And Stewart's going to stay in the game. They're going to motion Tolbert. And boom, quick trap, up the middle, touchdown. And he's going to take a knee. The Falcons have been overwhelmed. They have not been able to do anything. This may be the part of the game where Michael Vick starts to take off and scurry. Only 77 yards. What a day for this Panthers defense. Michael Vick from the empty formation. It's easier for him to scramble out of this formation. Quick drop off to Perryman. And Michael Vick, he's been pulled into these easy completions that the Panthers have been giving him all day, but they have been right there to make the tackle. And one of the few times we saw him throw the ball down the field in that last possession, they were picked off. And this is going to be a run. Barry Sanders looked like he fell forward for the first down there. Oh, inches short. Can they convert? They do not have a power back system in place. Marcel Reese, perhaps they might want to try using him sometimes in these short yardage situations. Vic is going to dash forward. He's going to pump fake and then dash forward. That was a nice play by Vic. Getting that inch. Check this out. He's just going to pump fake to Julio, and he's just going to dash forward and get that first down. Quan Short, though, man. This defense is playing so tenacious. Quan Short almost stopped him. They're going to want to play fake. Oh, Michael Vick spinning, juking. Michael Vick, no one open that time. Michael Vick looked out of sorts that time on that play. And Luke Kuechly stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Perryman diving down and making that catch. Let's see, man. The Falcons have got to do something. They've been shut down all game. And Michael Vick, he has room, and he's going to be able to get the first down very easily and slide down at the 41. All right, let's see if Michael Vick can continue to make magic. And they're going to give the ball to Barry. Barry Sanders, a little wiggle right there, and he's able to wiggle his way between the two defenders. 2nd and 5. Barry Sanders, he's been shut down, but if Barry Sanders could break a run here, man, that'd be big. And they're going to give it to Barry again. Barry Sanders tackled again. They like doing that running play. But the defensive tackles, man, they have been on top of it. And this is going to be a quick drop back. Vic is just going to run up the middle of the defense, trying to juke Luke Kuechly. All right, we're going to move along. Falcons now with some momentum. They've been running the ball pretty good from the quarterback position as they get the screen to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush juking. Reggie Bush spinning. The Falcons mixing it up here. They have a nice drive going this play. It's been a bit unorthodox. Michael Vick still hasn't been able to find much down the field, but he has been able to move the ball with his feet. Barry Sanders has been able to contribute a bit as well. And let's see if that's the formula they will use all the way down to the end zone as Reggie Bush is going to line up again next to Michael Vick in the shotgun. And Michael Vick stepping forward. And Michael Vick, he's gonna fumble. And they're able to fall on top of it. I was just gonna say, Michael Vick, man, he better be careful. Because he's not built like that. He's not gonna hold on to that ball. And Luke Kuechly gets his hands right on that ball and strips it away. We saw Luke Kuechly earlier trying to strip the ball away. That time Luke Kuechly succeeds. Michael Vick has to be careful. He's been sliding down. That time he tried to get a little bit more, and it did not work. This looks to be a running play. And it is. And they're going to give it to Barry, and Barry is going to be stuffed. That's the second time we've seen Kurt Coleman come up and make a play in the backfield from the free safety position. Very impressive. And they're going to give it to Barry. Barry with space. Barry spinning up. Barry, is he going to get into the end zone? No. Wow, Barry Sanders looked up, had that. That stiff arm, man. He tried to do that stiff arm. Barry Sanders creating some room for himself right there, though. Walker in motion. Is this going to be a run play? It is. Barry Sanders darting up, lowering his shoulder for the 6. Barry Sanders, that was the best drive Barry Sanders has had thus far. And they did it mostly on the ground that time. They held on to that. They were able to recover Michael Vick's fumble. And they are going to keep this lead, keep it at 10. Finally able to do something late in the third quarter. It took them 14 plays in 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 27 seconds, but they did it. And those type of drives are generally demoralizing, but you know what? I don't know how demoralizing that drive really was because they struggled. The Panthers should still feel good because the Falcons, they really had to pull out all the stops. Even Michael Vick running the ball up the middle, almost turning the ball over. So they should feel good because this offense has not slowed down yet. The offense have scored all of their points. They have done it all. And Steve Smith has not been able to really do much. He's been smothered, but Cam Newton has still been able to create. Jonathan Stewart has been a beast. Steve Smith and Deion Sanders at the top of the screen. Will they go that way? Probably not. And he's going to get his arm hit as he throws that ball in. Man. Cam Newton, they've been good, but Cam Newton has thrown 2 interceptions. False start, and the Panthers continue. They're going to make some more mistakes here. That's really the Panthers. They beat themselves.
False start, offense.
Stewart, tough run. 3rd and 12, and if the Falcons could get this 3 and out, they're going to be in good shape. Newton, and LaFell is going to be tackled. They played it safe that time, and with Newton throwing 2 interceptions, you can see why. LaFell not able to break that tackle. They're going to punt it from the 32. And it looks Deion Sanders now will get another opportunity. Let's see if he can do something. And Deion is going to have room here, guys, to operate. And what a punt. He will not get the ball at all. Julio Jones is at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to give it to Barry. Barry's going to spin. Barry escaping up the middle. No one is going to catch Barry Sanders. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow. This Panthers defense, they are very fast at the linebacker position. They're quick at the defensive line position, but they don't have speed in the secondary. So if you're able to get out in front of them and you have that kind of speed like Barry, you're going to score. Josh Norman right there has no chance. Thomas Davis is almost as fast as Josh Norman. If not, they may even be the same speed. Man. Goes to show you how well the linebackers been playing all day. I mean, the linebackers on the defensive line, they have been deadly against the run all day. And Barry Sanders that time, what great play design. They spread out the defense. They run that option out of the tray open, and Barry Sanders, man, he takes advantage of that open space in the middle of the defense. And we will go into the 4th quarter with a kickoff. Falcons able to score 2 touchdowns that past quarter. And They're sitting on a nice lead. The Panthers looking to yet again get it back to a 10-point game. Christian McCaffrey with a nice return up to a 35. Newton dropping back, and he's going to scramble. Oh, and they're going to get him down. Try to strip the ball, Robert Alford. And there goes Steve Smith, taking advantage of the zone defense. They finally get him to catch. Newton will get the first down, juking. There goes Steve Smith again, breaking tackles. Steve Smith on the slant, and he fumbles. And they're going to recover the football. That was a fumble for sure. Duke Riley, man, again. Duke Riley. Boom. How many fumbles have Duke Riley forced? I promise you guys, he's an 80 overall guy. And he is just dominating. That 80-yard run right now just changed the whole scope of Barry Sanders' game. It was 80 yards, man. All right, and they're going to dump it off to Perryman for the nice little screenplay, and they're going to stop him now. Let's see if the Panthers can get back to their stifling defense and get the ball back in time for the offense to try to do something. Michael Vick, third and long out of empty formation. He can operate out of this formation. Michael Vick looking, he's going to throw, and that's going to be picked off by Josh Norman, and Josh Norman brought down at the 30. That is exactly what the Panthers needed. His second interception of the day. The Panthers are in business. The Panthers have to do something here. They moved the ball all day on this defense, but as of late, the Falcons have been able to turn the tide. And they're going to send a double safety blitz, and Vick is not going to get the ball away. Second sack by Keanu Neal. Calling an audible. Cam Newton. He's going to get rid of it quickly to Steve Smith, and Steve Smith tackled right away. That's been the only way they've been able to get the ball to Steve Smith. Deion Sanders has just been amazing. He had that beautiful interception earlier, and they are matched up again at the top of the screen. They have to go down the field. And Steve Smith getting free early, but Newton is just going to take it. He's going to muscle Duke Riley all the way to the 14, and that is 100 rushing yards for Newton. He has been deadly when he decides to run the ball. Too strong for this light and fast Falcons defense. Cam Newton giving it to Stewart. The Stewart has been the workhorse all day. Very steady game, 19 carries, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. They got to score fast here, guys. They got to score. They got to get a stop. They got to score. They got to get a stop. Cam Newton, quick drop. Getting it out to his running back. And Stewart muscling out of the tackle in the pursuit. Third and 12. Audible by Cam Newton yet again. Quick drop. Surveying the field. He finds Olsen for the touchdown in timely fashion. Took a little bit longer than what they wanted given the field position, but they get on the scoreboard again. This is a 10-point lead now. 2-possession game. This Panthers defense is more than capable of getting a stop here and getting the ball back to that offense. Let's see, guys. This is a feasible situation here. 24-34. The Panthers have hope. Took them 3 minutes, though, guys, to move the ball 30 yards, and that's not ideal at all. But that's how this team works. They're generally not a come-from-behind team. They're a methodical offense. And, of course, those early mishaps in the first quarter, giving up those 2 touchdowns, on that kick return on the opening drive and that interception following, spotting the Falcons' 2 touchdowns, that is coming back to haunt them. But aside from that, as you look at the numbers, Michael Vick, he has not been impressive. The Panthers, they played extremely well. You take away those 2 touchdowns, the Panthers are winning this game. So let's see. They need to stop them quick. They need a 3-and-out here. And they're going to give it to Barry. Barry's going to have space, and he will be tackled right away by Thomas Davis. Barry Sanders had an 80-yard run a few drives ago, but aside from that, he has also been very well contained by this defense. Michael Vick giving it to Barry again. Will he find space? Barry Sanders shedding a tackle. Barry Sanders has found a groove as of late, though, and this is horrible timing for the Panthers. But they're able to hold him to a 3rd and short. Can they get the ball back for their offense? Michael Vick, and he's going to fake it. He's going to roll out. And is he going to find his guy? Yes. Walker with room. Walker running up the sideline, and they are not going to catch him. Touchdown! That may just well be the dagger, guys. What a play. That is execution at its finest. They get the running game going finally with some type of consistency. And on 3rd and short, they opt for the play action. And Walker is wide open. He takes it down the field. And the Panthers now are going to appear to beat a team with a higher overall rating than them. They're going to get out of here with a victory. The mistakes early, killing the Panthers. I'm sorry, not killing the Panthers' chances to win. The Falcons are going to escape, guys. They are going to commit theft. Wow. A chain of unfortunate events in this game. The Panthers, in a lot of ways, showed that they were the better team. But the Falcons were able to hold on. They benefited early. And then in the end, they do them in. Michael Vick surveying the field. He's going to get Ted Ginn Jr. And they got to hurry up. And the AI is not going to make these guys hurry up. I apologize. They need to hurry up, though. And Cam Newton's going to drive. He's going to fire down the field. Greg Olsen. Where was this earlier? They're throwing the ball down the field now, and it's working for him. Earlier, man, Cam Newton, he wanted to get the ball to Steve Smith earlier, and it just wasn't working down the field. They're spreading the ball around now. And they're going to get Smith on the slant. But he's not able to do anything as he had to dive for that ball. Newton running. Newton thought he had something. And they're going to run the ball here, guys. He's going to be stopped in the backfield. Giving it to Mike Tolbert, and Mike Tolbert is stuffed. It's almost like the Panthers gave up. This game is over. And you know what we're going to do, guys, as we look at the Falcons, what they're eventually able to do towards the number 2 ranked defense. They are eventually able to put together 313 yards. And that is not a bad performance at all. As they win this game, hard-fought game. What a game here, guys. What a game. It was more impressive than the score. The Panthers, though, shooting themselves in the foot. What a game, guys. What a game. Man, that 80-yard run by Barry Sanders, you can see how big of a difference that made in the end results. That was a huge play. That certainly changed things over to the Falcons' favor. Michael Vick had a good game overall. 2 interceptions, though. Neither quarterback, let's go back, neither quarterback really ran away with the game. They both struggled. Similar numbers, but Michael Vick is able to do just enough to get his team the victory. Let's compare the quarterback's rushing stats. Michael Vick taking off 1 carry less, but not doing anywhere close as good as Cam Newton did. Cam Newton, with the physicality, did not fumble the ball at all. Held on, ran tough all day. Was a much more consistent runner. Michael Vick was really smothered all day, guys. He had 2 carries for over 20 yards. So you take that away, that's around 40 yards, guys. So out of 6 carries, man, he was only able to get around 20 yards. Yeah, Michael Vick was, he with that speed, he was able to break free. Okay, so yeah, so we had 41 yards. And then for the rest of it, it took him 6 carries to get 20 yards. As my math is put on display right now. And Cam Newton had only 1 carry for over 20 yards, but he still reached 100 yards in 9 carries. All day, Cam Newton, man, he was consistent all day. He was very good, man. Played a very good game. Again, guys, just those mistakes. Let's see. They ended up actually losing by more than 2 touchdowns, though. So the Falcons ended up showing that even though they got those 2 gimme touchdowns, they were still able to produce enough offense. That rushing touchdown by Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders with 2 rushing touchdowns. That was big for this team. And they had 1 receiving touchdown. Offense eventually able to put up. They were held out the end zone for a while, but eventually able to put up 3 touchdowns. And this Falcons defense was stout all day. Josh Norman had a great game. Deion Sanders, I mean, that's what I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see these 2 top-tier cornerbacks make plays, and they did not disappoint. Norman not as active as Deion, though. Throughout the day, Deion kept getting tried, which of course Norman they do a lot more. They do a lot more zone. So Norman that time on that interception, they were on both of his interceptions, they were playing zone. And Norman is a savage in zone coverage. Deion Sanders, man, he was active. They kept having to trying to get the ball to Steve Smith. That's their man. And Deion Sanders was there all day. Let's look, as we do observe that, let's look at Steve Smith, because that does reflect Deion Sanders' day. They kept giving him the ball. Deion Sanders had ended the day with an interception. He had a bunch of breakups, but in spite of they forced him the ball a lot. And Smith, I mean, this is a very pedestrian for someone of Smith's caliber. Only 32 yards, 6 yards per reception. That is not the type of day you expect from Steve Smith. Longest reception, 9 yards. He absolutely could do nothing downfield. He was not able to break contain. Deion Sanders harassed him all game. As we look at Luke Kuechly, man, Luke Kuechly was everywhere. You expect that from him. And Duke Riley was the X factor. How many fumbles did Duke Riley force? He forced 3 fumbles, guys. And the Falcons recovered 2 of them, man. Wow. Duke Riley, he was the X factor. Duke Riley came out of nowhere. If we look at Deion's pass deflections. But Duke Riley, let's look at his stat line. He had a tackle for loss, 10 tackles in total. He was their leading tackler, if I'm not mistaken. No, Deion Jones, the middle linebacker, 2 tackles for loss. Okay, no, he was. Yeah, no, what am I talking? I was just looking at this. They tackled very well. Keanu Neal was everywhere. Wow, 3 tackles for a loss from the strong safety position. That's impressive. And Robert Alford, man, from the slot. Most of those being assists. But Robert Alford was sticking his nose in there all day. But Duke Riley, again, probably the most impressive stat line of all stat lines today, really. You know, Barry Sanders, he has an impressive stat line, but you have to look at the backstory. He was able to break that run up the middle. It was 80 yards though. Aside from that, that was his only carry, cracking 20 yards. He was well contained all game. He did get another touchdown down there by the goal line. But you take away that 80 yards and you can just get an idea of the kind of day that Barry Sanders had. So I'd have to say the most impressive day is Duke Riley. Duke Riley had the most impressive day. Cam Newton might have possibly had the most impressive day if these numbers were reversed, if he had thrown 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. But that is not the case. Cam Newton was very good, though, rushing for over 100 yards. But we're going to have to give it to Duke Riley. Who was the sack leader on today? Keanu Neal. Whoa. And, you know, these 3 tackles for losses, That's not counting the 2 sacks. Keanu Neal was in the backfield today, guys. Wow, that really didn't register with me as I called the game. I didn't even notice that Keanu Neal was even doing that. That's extremely impressive too. Again, though, I'm gonna have to go with Duke Riley, man. Duke Riley created 2 turnovers today and had tons of tackles. Man, how many solo tackles did Duke? Was he a solo tackling machine? Yes, he was. 7 solo tackles. Second overall, tied for second overall in the whole game with solo tackles. Duke Riley again. Wow. The brother of the other Riley guy that used to play for the Washington Redskins. He played inside linebacker for the Washington Redskins when London Fletcher was there. And he's the younger brother of him. I don't remember his first name now. But man, what a solid day. Let's look at the sacks again real quick. And to my surprise, guys, I'm looking for Julius Peppers. He did not get not a single sack today. All right, guys, but thanks for watching. If anybody does watch this, I appreciate you. My name is Brix Bentley. As we just take one last look, we're going to look at the team stats. And the Panthers, man, almost every category. And even, again, it's just one play that gives that nod to the Falcons for the rushing. The Panthers looked dominant all day. It was the turnovers. They say turnovers will kill you, and we see the example of it today. Man, the Panthers certainly, man, if I were the Panthers, if this were like real life, man, the Panthers would be killing themselves right now. They would be very, very disappointed because they certainly were the better team today. Both in rating, and we saw it on the field. Panthers at 96 overall were snubbed. They lost a game that they should have won. Falcons with the 100% red zone. Yeah, Deion Sanders actually, one of his interceptions was in the red zone. Man, oh man. Panthers winning in time of possession. It's pretty much turnovers, man. That's what it was for these guys. 557 total yards. They ran kicks back better than these guys. They had more opportunities, of course. Only 98 passing yards for the Falcons, man. And you do the math, man. You take away that one carry, 80 yards. What's the math on that? Okay, don't judge me. That's going to be like 145 yards. That would be 145 yards, right? Not 100. Yeah, it's going to be 145 yards. Yes. That would be 145 yards rushing, guys. If you take away that one play from Barry Sanders where they spread the formation out and Barry Sanders just darted up the middle. Wow. Breaking down the stats, that's just one play away from them completely dominating every statistical category aside from turnovers. And they lose, guys. That's how powerful turnovers are. And also what you do with the turnovers, because the Panthers had some turnovers too, but the Falcons really capitalized. And of course, special teams running that kickback. An example of this being a 3-phase game, guys. Again, I am Brix Bentley, and I am signing out.